Well guys, this is going to be my quick guide video for the Resurgent Dragon right here, the end game boss, okay? Just listen to me, everything that I'm going to say here in terms of preparation of your compositions, okay? Because this is going to matter a lot. We'll be able to do a very good amount of damage against him, okay? There are few specific details that you guys have to follow, okay? Just simple as that. Is everything about your healer, all right? And not just about your healer, even how you're gonna be placing your heroes in the battle in terms of positioning as well, you know? Because one of the talent tree, part of your healers, have to help your team in some way, okay? I'm going to explain everything here, guys, so just follow here on my channel, you know, subscribe here to my channel if you didn't yet, just like for giving me the necessary support. I'm going to really appreciate all your support that's possible you give it to me, okay? Just simple as that, okay? And another thing that I have to say here is about the possibility for you buying your account with me. You are going to be able to do this in 2 days. In 2 days, you're going to be able to buy an account with me, guys. I'm going to really appreciate if you can do it. I'm going to show here how you're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to enter on this website right here. Actually, I leave all these links totally easy for you, for you'll be able to click right there and to put exactly this code right here. This code is going to be available for you in 2 days, okay? In 2 days, you're going to be able to comply here with me. You're going to be able to bind your account with me, okay? How you're going to be able to do this? Very simple. For you will be able to enter in there, you have to go right here. Look at this. You just have to click here, and then you're gonna see this message: bind your invitation code to claim a grand price, okay? A grand price. So go to bind creators. You're gonna be able to bind with any creator, but guys, if you guys possible to bind here with me, I'm going to really appreciate, you know. This is going to be a big support they're going to give in to me, you know. I'm going to, that's going to be very helpful, all right? And I'd like to say thank you very much. If it's possible, you comply with me. If it's possible, you bind your account with me, okay? Now back here to this part that is the end game boss, you know, the Resurgent Dragons right here. So after that, you click right here. You guys have to know a bit about this dragon and about the damage that he does, you know. So this is the Resurgent Dragon, guys. So if you read here what they are saying here: when you challenge the Resurgent Dragon, each of your heroes can only be used once per day. So that means that you guys have to use only one specific composition right there. So if you already fought against the chiefs, that can help you in some way to prepare well your teams, the 6 teams, to fight against this dragon, okay? They are very strong teams comparable with some other teams. So they always, like every end game boss, you have always 1 team or 2 teams, or can be even 3 teams there, can be totally highlighted there against this boss, you know. It doesn't mean that all your composition is going to be insane. No, it's not just about that, okay? But like the case is, it's possible to bring the teams that you use against the chiefs, you know. And you guys know well that if it's possible, you build each composition according to its element, good for you, mainly if you have already specific heroes, you know. So I have my team is right here. You know, I have my teams according to each element. So I'm going to present my teams here, and then I'm going to explain to you what you guys have to do firstly when you're going to be preparing your team. So I'm going to bring my first team right here, just for you guys to have an idea. So let's go here to the challenge, and then you guys are going to understand well. Okay, as you guys can see right here, this is my frost team, okay? I use only what? The squad of element of frost part of the ice element heroes. You know, I use only ice element heroes right here. you know, and you guys can see well about this composition. And then you see here the heroes that I'm using. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I didn't save actually this team, but now what I'm gonna do here is simple. I'm gonna bring the team here, my frost team. So I'm gonna bring this frost team right here. So I have even another one. I'm gonna bring this one. Okay, I'm gonna bring this team. So this team is right here. So now I'm going to explain to you from each composition. Remember about your healer. Okay, my healer here is this one. She is responsible to help my team to survive in the whole battle. Okay, guys, every single healer that you have in your account, okay, just listen now. This is the first factor here in terms of this boss. You have to prepare this hero with insane resistance. Okay, and my hero here has 411 resistance. So every healer, if you have it there in your account, place with a very good amount of resistance. Okay, because you are going to change even his talent tree. The talent tree is all about this factor here, stand united. This specific skill of the talent tree helps you what? Look at that. Adjacent allies gain 20% of the hero's resistance at the start of the battle. Guys, this helps a lot for you be able to do more damage. That means that this specific skill right here, according to the resist of this hero, can help you to avoid the debuffs from the boss. That means that it's possible to do more damage, you know, just because one of the skill of this boss here, he also plays, if not wrong, is attack down. Okay, he plays attack down here. Okay, as you guys can see, he plays also attack down. So the way to avoid that, if you have resistance, good for you. You see here that we have the recommended resistance. Okay, if you place more in your healer, better for you. That's exactly what you have to do. In terms of recommended accuracy, guys, yes, for sure, it depends on the hero, because there are heroes that it does more attack with their skills. That means that it's not necessary exactly be 300 accuracy here. Depends on the hero, as I said, you know. I'll give an example here. That hero is like Sulta. Sulta is the lightning hero. She does like a 5 attacks, if I'm not wrong, and that means that she has high chances to place defense down if she is the one that is her job is going to be the one to place defense down in the boss. You know, she's gonna be doing that easily. She doesn't need just like some amount of accuracy. It can be like even 200 something accuracy. She's gonna be able to do that because one of her hits definitely is gonna hit the boss with defense down. Just one example that I give to you. So, but the most important thing, guys, is the resist in your healer. Okay. And not just about that, because also your healer gonna be able to sustain well your team in the battle. Okay, now another things that you have to care about when you're gonna be able here, just remember about the heroes that are gonna be using the 3 years equipment and then the puppeteer. All right, sometimes you can use even two equipments of 3 years. Sometimes that works. Okay, that works in a very good favor for you. You can even do more damage. We see that, you know, just like one example that I'd like to say here, because this happened to me as well. Okay, now in terms of heroes that's going to be responsible for damage. Okay, like I have here this guy, and I have this other hero here. She's not totally built here, but guys, the DPS dealers, many times they have to build with very good criticals. I'm going to give you some tips here for part of some specific heroes, like this one here. Of course, like I'm going to show here just one example. If you place as much as critical as you can in some specific heroes, like this one, you know, Look at that. I have around 300% critical damage and then around 100% critical rate, you know, and not just about that, I have also very good attack power. So that helps you to do damage, to have more very good performance in terms of damage. Okay, this is one of the things, but there are compositions that depend of the hero that you have. I'm going to show here. I'm going to show here right now one of my compositions. Let's see here, the lightning heroes. I'm going to bring my lightning heroes here. This one. Okay, I'm going to bring this team here. This team here, guys, is all about attack speed. Attack speed can be very, very powerful. That's why I'll even change here the talent tree of some heroes to prioritize the attack speed, because these heroes can also do a very nice performance in terms of damage with very good attack speed. But look here, if you have a chink in your account, guys, honestly, you don't need to care much about critical rate. If you place her with 70 critical rate, okay, but she has to be built with more attack power and then more critical damage. I do not have proper equipment to show to build her better, but with very good, like this amount of criticals here, she does a very good job. Okay, she does. But if it's possible, you place even more critical damage on her, she is going to be insane for damage, okay, and attack power as well. But like if it's possible, you reach 400% critical damage, good for you. Okay, that just because she does critical easily, just because of that. That's why she doesn't need to have proper very good amount of critical rate. She does need more critical damage. Okay, this is one example in terms of heroes, how you're gonna be able to build them. And then this hero here, if you have Terrible, definitely go for the Wild Dragon here, because helps you with the attack speed. All right, even though you can even use this specific artifact here. You can try one another and see how it goes. Okay, but part of the heroes that does derivative damage and they need enlightenment, you guys know well, build them with a very good amount of enlightenment, you know, and you have the Queen's Fun here for them as well, you know. But enlightenment is totally mandatory. Okay, do not forget about this as well. Is one of the factors for you succeed, for you be able to do 300 million damage, 350 damage, or even more. Okay, but guys, there are things, these are specific few things that you have to comply, but mainly about the healers. Do not forget about the healers, as I said, you know, and not just about these healers. I'm going to show another team that I built for, I have in my Radiance team here, you know. Look at the equipment that I've done and the place on them. They are very good. They have very good criticals as well. Same thing about Nachenka. They have a very good amount of critical, meaning this guy Hubert, he has 300% critical damage and more critical rate, you know. But I'm going to show here Phoenix, my summons. Okay, my summons, guys, is not different. Like this guy here, look at this, I use a rare hero. It's the same team that I use against the chief, like a Vasca, you know. Guys, she has to have a very good amount of criticals as well. Look at that, more criticals, more damage. Okay, this case right here is better. She has attack speed, but it doesn't mean that you cannot build her with the mythical gear. You can do that, you know, as long as you have very good mythical gear with all the criticals. So she has a very good amount of criticals, good for you. The good point about the gambler here is because this gambler helps her to have a very good performance as well. That's why she's here with the gambler. Okay, and another thing, guys, the best equipment, as I said in many other videos that I have, the Carnage equipment is the best one for damage, okay? But there are some other equipments that you also can consider. The same about this one here that increase attack speed, that can also works for the lightning heroes, because lightning heroes is an element in the game that is very specialist for attack speed power, okay? But like this composition here, what I did is very simple as well. So as you guys can see here, my hero is not, the healer is not with the resistance, but I always change. So this hero here I prepare also with a very good amount of resistance because he's the healer. Remember that. And this hero also has resistance as well. That means that when I place resist on this team, on these two guys here, my team also does well in terms of damage, where it's gonna be able to, where this team is gonna be able to do over 350 million damage easily against the boss, okay, or even more. Sometimes I do even 360, 370, depends of the run, but they do that, okay? This is another explanation. And then look at the equipment here as well, the artifact that he's using in terms of resistance. You can place the same artifact, another artifact of resistance in your healer, okay? Unless if you have very good equipment with very good resistance there, and then that's fine, you know. So another thing is look at the equipment here that he's using, because this guy here has to move on the way to remove rebuffs from the team. That means that protect your team from the debuffs from the boss, and then your team is gonna be able to do more damage, okay? Just simple as that. The same thing that happened in terms of the chiefs, you know, and in that city, you know, as long as you, as I said, as long as you keep your team proper to place defense down and do damage and prepare with them with the criticals, good for you, okay? And now I'm gonna show here in terms of equipment. See, like as you guys can see, I have a time here, guys. I'm gonna show here my team is the time, so just like first see what I did, and then I'm gonna bring another team here. I'm gonna show here now all the teaming that I had in terms of these compositions, and then timing as well. So my regions here, look at the composition, look at this, the timing. I have only one specific hero, that's the healer. She also has a resistance, even the talent tree, as I said, you know, follow exactly the criticals. And another team is the summons here. I showed exactly already here the timing, you know. My lightning heroes timing here as well. Look at the timing that I placed. That's one thing, but you also can manage on the way that can change this, you know. But this is the timing that they are using for my lightning heroes. They do over 300 million damage. And my poison and my frost hero here, I have this team. I have even a specific timing there with all the defaults. That's one example. But I have my second team here with the everything default. Frost is totally default. Fire element heroes, guys, fire element heroes, I understand that many of you are gonna be using them. It's not different from temporal vortex. Part of Ogok, if you already have Ogok in our team, he has to be the one with very good amount of resistance and then accuracy as well to place what attack down, you know. And then he has that timing there that helps him to survive, to keep your team alive in the battle. So but this time here can be between this or this or this right here, you know. The maximum is 16.5, you know, as long as you keep this timing here on, and then it's possible your team also have a very good performance on that, on this specific matter, okay. And then my poison team here does very well in terms of damage as well. I do 250 up million damage, you know. And then I have the skill time here, totally default as well, the easiest to do with no requirement in terms of timing is my frost team, and then my poison heroes. But my poison are gonna be working more today. Just one example here about a build that I did, mainly using this guy here. You know, he's my healer. He has some resistance here, okay, but then the Stand Unite is not here because the skill that he has is totally different. All right, but again, if you have specific heroes, if you bring a healer that can helps you on this battle, you can do it as well. You know, many people like to use Jorn. Many people like to use Jorn together with the Garion, if I'm not wrong. I'm gonna show here just an example. Example of a hero that he also can be useful against this boss. You know, the hero is exactly this one here, be part of the poison heroes. I think he's Garion or something. Garion, this guy here, okay? He also has to be built with very good resistance, you know, and then he has exactly the Stand Unite right here, and then this guy here is gonna be there in the front to heal your team, you know, to keep you alive in the battle, to fight against the boss. All right, and that's it. This is exactly some recommendation that I give to you, but just remember about your healer resistance, you know, very important. I show even the timing right here, and I wish you a very good luck as well in the battle against this boss. It's possible to do a very good amount of damage, you know, but just remember how you're gonna be able to build your heroes each composition you have. Okay, anyway, I hope that this video can be interesting for you. Thank you very much for everybody that's following in my channel. Just subscribe here if you didn't yet, leave your like, leave your comment, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Hark, do you hear it? The anguished wails from the Dragon Queen's retribution. When she forsook us, when she expelled us. They call us the Silent Gods, for we have been exiled beyond the world to where none can hear us speak. How glorious, how serendipitous, all because you have come into contact with his. This should have been our land!
Oh, you are quite a captivating sight. I fight to defend my soul! One day, I shall depart the unyielding silk and be free of all this.
Now, he has awakened and stands before you. Entangled purpose.
Every choice comes with a price.
Don't see me as one of those goofballs.
Follow my lead. Everything belongs to me!
We shall await. We shall observe. How will you transform this world?